Hello everyone, welcome to Fiaura. How you guys doing? So this week we had a very intense competition to figure out who was going to be this week's World of Tanks replay. Now this is a reminder that since I don't actually play the game very much anymore, if at all, that I only show one World of Tanks replay a week. And it's a tense fucking competition between you guys to figure out who's going to get it. And this week I had 12 entries to comb through on Sunday night after I did my Dark Heresy live stream, which we will be moving a live stream to Sundays. This is both out of request and also the fact that you guys just don't seem to show up on Wednesday, so we're going to do Sunday. But today we have Emerald Leafeon in his Spa Panzer SP1C driving around here on, God, Himmelsdorf. No, not Himmelsdorf, El Haloof. God, Fiaura. God, are you that out of touch? And he is doing the forward scouting reconning job. Now you'll notice his Panzer SP1C has the autoloader variant with 3 shots per clip. Now to me, this is the inferior gun. It has less accuracy, longer aim time, less accuracy on the move, and slightly less penetration. But it still has the same amount of damage being a 90mm gun. I personally like the constant rate of fire gun, particularly for a light tank, and since you only get 3 shots per clip, you see where it goes. You only do about 720, which is not enough to even kill that LTTB. Woo! But with help, of course, with that tense moment of holy shit, deer in the headlights, Fiaura, you can manage to bring down that LTTB if you have help. My problem with the gun. Yes, you get off 3 shots very quickly, but you don't necessarily have the ability to take out targets consistently. And a medium tank would be your worst nightmare, as he will kill you in 3 shots, whereas you will be out of ammo and he'll still be kicking, so fair warning. That's my opinion. Emerald seems to prefer... Now, I don't know why you've got the optics and camo net equipped if you're this freaking aggressive. I would prefer the enhanced laying drive, regular optics, and probably, if I had to go with, crew vents. Nice shooting, though. Nice shooting. That IS-2 doesn't even know what hit him. And you're halfway reloaded already, so that's nice. Overall damage per minute, though, the constant rate of fire gun does work out better. Get down before you get shot by the IS-2! Oh, it's on! It's on! How on is it, Donkey Kong? Oh, it's on. It's on, motherfucker. That poor VK 3002D has just been ripped apart. Now, with me with the VK 3002D, I prefer the 75mm gun and the small turret. Bigger view range, and while you get less hit points and have a longer reload, the 75mm has the higher pen and much higher rate of fire. Not to mention the fact that that short barrel 88 just isn't that useful against tier 8 and 9. But moving on, we're going to come right on up here, and this is a unique position to take. I mean, it really is. You've spotted the arty, Emerald. And of course, you know, arty drivers don't even realize they're being shot half the time until they're dead. Just that red flash on the screen. Apparently their eyes don't realize they're being shot at. And that M6 is coming back. They realize the jig is up back here. Meanwhile, the enemy IS-2 has pushed forward into the heavy tank zone where they have surrounded a significant portion of Emerald's allies and are pushing in to kill them now. Emerald's going to have to hurry if he wants to save that low in Cromwell and potentially not lose the game. He goes ahead, though, and starts the reload, because in an autoloader, any chance you get to get a fresh clip in, you should take. And that is an SU-100 waiting for you. That was dirty, SU-100. That was filthy and sneaky. You should be ashamed. Oh, he wants you, Emerald. He wants you. Up, he fired. He's got a 13-second reload now. 1, 2. You're not getting away from this. 3. The scores, however, are starting to be pulled back by the opposing team here, as Emerald is down to 2 tanks above, and he's got quite a dent to pick up because most of the enemy tanks are heavy tanks, whereas Emerald's a light tank and his allies are mediums and TDs. You're not going to penetrate that way. You need to make it count. There you go. If you missed that shot, you've been screwed. Now, his allies have, while they maneuvered to kill that 54 Mod 1, are in a terrible fighting position with the T-43 and Churchill. Yes, they can force capture points, but as far as being able to actually push out of there, they're kind of screwed. And considering two of his allied tanks are artillery, that makes this an even worse proposition. Emerald, that's a Pershing. That's a full health Pershing. That needs some DACA on it. No, not that one. Not that one. Get the other one. Get the other one. The one that's not even paying attention. Oh, that's a bounce. You gotta let the gun aim. There you go. However, they now know you're coming if you keep going that way. They know 100% where you are and where you're going, and they're going to be ready for it. But I say this, and Emerald here has a mark of excellence on this SP1C. So maybe he knows better than I do. I've never driven the machine. I went through this light tank line before this machine existed to get my RU-251. I forget what was before it, actually, now that I think about it, but yeah, I went a different route and never got to play the SP1C. It's a replacement for something from back in the day. That's how memorable that tank was. I might have actually just flat out skipped it, because I really like light tanks, and I really didn't like that tank. Oh, there that KV-3. You got him lit. That is a miss, sir. That is not. And you just about died. Like, horrifically. You might want to wait for the camo net to go down next time before you start shooting. Just a suggestion. Oh, you spotted. You was spotted, sir. And it's going to take just a stray round and you're going to be pooped all over the place. Yeah, that's right, I called it pooped. Because you're just going to explode into a great ball of fire. Now, the Pershing's still down there. This is peculiar indeed. Pershing and IS-2, and the IS-2 is the dangerous one. Not as dangerous as Emerald, who has 6 kills. Yeah, you guys weren't keeping up. Emerald's already got the top gun! Toppy, toppy, top gun. Toppy, toppy, top gun. And he's trying to communicate in chat. And then he runs into the IS-2. Woo! IS-2 pulled that trigger way too soon and missed. Make it count! Make it count! There it is! 7 kills! What up now, mothers? Emerald got this shit. He swears. He's totally got this. 110%. What you gonna do? Who you gonna do? Why you gonna do that? Good God, man. It's nice to know. Oh, there's that Pershing. There it is. You don't suspect. You don't know. You don't anticipate. that Emerald is actually behind you, you son of a bitch! There's two! Can he get off the last shot? There it is! Oh, just before the Pershing can aim to shoot back! That is a Radley Walters, ladies and gentlemen, from a Tier 7 light tank facing off against Tier 8 heavies and mediums. Because if you count, Emerald got the Pershing, the Super Pershing, and the 54 Mod 1. Then he turned around and also got the IS-2, the VK3002D, and the SU-100. The only Tier 6 tank he killed was the SU-100. The rest were equal or higher tier, and medium or heavy tanks, so they outweighed his ass! Let's go take a look at them final stats here, as we like to call it. That is a mastery badge, a Radley Walter, a high caliber, and a top gun from a 90mm 3-round autoloader. That's impressive. 1 shot on Artie, 3 shots on you, 1 shot on you, 3 shots on you, 1 on you, 2 on you, 3 on you, and 3 on you. 3,026 damage with 8 kills for 240 damage a pop. That is damn fine work. Roll credits. You can go ahead and send me. Do it. I dare you. 29 shots fired, 22 hits, 19 pens. Only a couple of his shots didn't go in. And those shots, well, they probably shouldn't have gone in. So I'll give it that. And a lot of his shots were misses. And that's because, from what I was seeing, you weren't aiming first. You were snapping it a little too soon. But you did do what light tanks do, and you used Relocate Light Tank Special Ability to go anywhere else on the map but where the enemy anticipated you coming from to go, surprise! And you had your share of close calls. You may want to watch out on them close calls, particularly when an IS-2 comes around the corner and goes, I'm going to shoot yo ass. And you need to go, find cover, find cover, cover. You're lucky he missed. Or that could have been a very, very different game. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, that is the end of this World of Tanks replay. Who will be next week's World of Tanks replay? Well, that's up to you guys. Send them in. Let me see them. Seriously. Now, some of the replays from this week might make it to next week. It depends on how good they actually are and how entertaining they can be. If you did have a good time, by the way, hit the like button! And go talk to your friends. Seriously. Like, I want you to rear back as hard as you can and just deck the like button and break its nose. And then I want you to go find one of your friends and drag them over to this video and make them do the same thing to the like button, because you know what the like button did. You all know what it did. It deserves it. If you didn't have a good time, you can totally hit the dislike button. It's right over there. It probably deserves it too, though not near as much as the like button, I assure you. Make sure to be posting on Facebook and Twitter for me. Every little post helps. Even if you don't think anybody will watch it, trust me, every little post helps. Lastly, here's the previous World Tanks video. Right over there. Go take a look. Go have fun with it. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can do so through Patreon, or you can check out the ad at the end of the video. In the meantime, from my house to yours, this is Fiaura, and I'll see all of your faces later. Alright, who the fuck's still here? Who's still here that has a Twitter account? Because what I want you to do is tweet this at Meathead Militia. His Twitter handle's in the description below. Tweet this at him. I want to see his reaction to everyone I have who's winking at the end of these videos, tweeting at him. And if you stayed this long, make sure you wink so I know you're in on the joke. So go ahead, go play a practical joke on Meathead Militia. Tweet this video at him. Don't say anything. Don't say anything about it. Just tweet the video at him. I dare you. Alright guys, I'll see you all later. Bye!